Mr. Chairman, I'd like to dispute the interpretation of RCBC of our law on the secrecy of bank deposits. They say that the deposits are the ones being protected. But if you read the law, the protection over the deposits would disappear or would dissipate if there is a written permission of the depositor. Therefore, the protection is not for the benefit of the deposit, but for the benefit of the depositor. That is very, very clear. Hence, if the depositors have been determined by the bank itself as fictitious depositors, there is no point in invoking or applying the bank secrecy law. Now, I am interested in looking at the documents used in opening the 5 fictitious accounts. Since if the committee will adopt my interpretation of the law, then we should be able to compel RCBC now to submit all of those documents to this committee so we can examine them. Okay? Plus the short account transaction history, because they were open February 5 and May 1, 2015, had activity February 5, and then
correct,
all amounts were gone by February 9 or 10. So if the committee would agree with my interpretation, I think we should be forcing RCBC to submit to us all the papers related to those 5 fictitious accounts. And what has happened to my request for the transaction history of the July 2014 peso account of William Sogo? Have you submitted it to the committee?
That, Your Honor, I will submit in the next hearing. I wasn't able to organize that. But I understand what the Honorable...
We're not waiting for the next hearing because you guys always give these documents 1 hour before, as if we're geniuses that we can absorb it.
Yes.
You will submit it tomorrow, okay?
We'll submit it tomorrow, Your Honor.
Okay. I just would like to warn the audience that you're seeing a debate on law between 2 bar-top Nothchers. So you better tape this for posterity.
Your Honor, I defer to my better bar-top Notcher over here, Senator Pimentel. I understand what he's saying, and unfortunately, there is no jurisprudence as of the moment in any respect. And one interpretation will be an advocate's interpretation, which can go either way. There's no court to determine at this point. We have submitted all the documents to the AMLC, and if that's a way for the Senate to receive the reports, perhaps they could ask the AMLC. But we have submitted all the documents relating to all the accounts to the AMLC, Your Honor.
Okay. In that case, Senator,
Mr. Chairman,
Senator
we
Koko,
have made the request directly to RCBC.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are they complying or not? We want to know, and we know that your reason will be bank secrecy. Then I will move that we will not accept the reason. Is RCBC going to submit to this committee all of the documents, including the opening forms for the 5 fictitious accounts opened at your RCBC Jupiter branch?
Yes, Your Honor, I stand corrected. There is a Supreme Court case on the matter, and it actually pertained to the Velarde account. And when the Supreme Court said that bank secrecy did not apply to the Velarde account because it was fictitious, it limited its decision only to that specific account. So we do not have any decision yet that covers all the supposedly fictitious accounts.
Better for us, actually, that there's no decision. Therefore, this will be the precedent. It will be a political decision which you can question before the courts. But I need an answer.
Actually,
if they are submitting or not, because I will move that we will now overrule.
Attorney Macel?
Your Honor, we always wish to comply.
No, the answer.
The answer is we do not have any legal jurisprudence or legal basis.
So will you comply with the request?
We have submitted to the AMLC, Your Honor.
No. The specific. It's specific. Will you comply with the request that you give the documents on the fictitious account? Yes or no?
Your Honor, because the law is clear. and
Yeah, I know
there's no
the law is clear to
we
you,
cannot-
but I just need a categorical answer. Don't give me any phrase
Your
before
Honor,
that.
we cannot comply.
You cannot comply.
Your Honor.
Okay. That's all I wanted.
So, I move, Mr. Chairman, that we do not accept the ground invoked by RCBC, which is the bank secrecy law, as a valid reason to not to comply with our request. So,
Yes.
and if that should be our interpretation, then I would move that they be cited for contempt.
Yes, actually, that was our interpretation even at the start. If you recall, yun ang unang sinabi ko na bakit ganon, yung tao fictitious, hindi totoong tao. And this morning also, Senator Osmeña reiterated that position. At any rate,
Your Honor, may I just add?
are you going to argue or are you
No,
going
Your
to
Honor.
just comply?
No, we cannot
Because we can
comply.
argue and argue until 7 o'clock, 8
Right.
o'clock. But if it's going to be, we want a categorical answer.
I have given one, Your Honor.
Okay. At this rate, I'd like to call for because I've been informed that the sound system, the speakers, there's something wrong with them, and they would like 5 minutes to check on the sound system. So,
But Mr. Chairman, Macel, on the peso account, there's no dispute, because he signed a waiver,
Yes,
so
we have discussed
comply
Mr.
tomorrow,
President anytime, yes.
comply tomorrow at the latest.
I'll try to see if I can have it sent by today.
Okay, thank you.
okay. So we call a 5-minute recess. So 5-minute adjournment, 5-minute suspension.